What's going on YouTube? Supermoto here. And honestly, over the past couple of days I made a decision. And that decision is I want to learn how to wheelie on this bike, my DRZ 400 SM. But obviously by the title of this video, you know that's not what I'm talking about. The reason why I want to learn how to wheelie on this bike is because it's the perfect platform for it. But the thing that's been holding me back for the longest period of time is that when I have a motorcycle like this, and it being my only motorcycle, I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to burn the clutch out, crash, have something happen to this bike to where it's my only bike and then I'm out for a long period of time with the riding season. So in order to combat that, I got to get a new bike. Now, if you're like me and you've only owned one bike in your life, I'd argue to say that you probably feel exactly like I do right now, and you've wanted a new bike or just a second bike for a very long period of time. This is my third bike I've ever owned, and throughout that process I've only had one motorcycle at a time, and I'm tired of it. So I've been giving a lot of thought over the past couple of days about what motorcycle I would get, and I've owned a sport bike, not a super sport, but a sport bike. That was my first bike. My second bike was a naked FZ09, and then now my third bike is this DRZ. So my logical thought was basically either a super sport, because I've never had one, or a cruiser. And over the past couple of days I've been leaning heavily towards getting a cruiser. I've never had a motorcycle that I bought for a purpose. My 300 I bought just, I wanted to learn how to ride motorcycles, that was it. My FZ09 I bought it just because I wanted a new bike. And then this bike I just bought it for fun. Like, there has never been a purpose behind why I bought my motorcycle. And this time I finally have a purpose of why I can actually get a second motorcycle besides just wanting to learn how to wheelie. And that's because I've been having a lot of car issues lately, and I work basically about an hour away from where I live, and it basically racks up miles on my car. And I don't want to be having car troubles and then have another issue where I'm not able to go to work one day because my car is down, and I don't want to take this bike an hour on the highway going various different speeds in stop and go traffic. It just doesn't seem very fun for me, especially with this bike being as light as it is, especially on like windy and rainy days. So that's why I've been giving a lot of thought to a cruiser. There's been basically 4 cruisers that I've been thinking about, and I'll talk about them in this video, which ones that stand out to me, which one I'll probably get, and which one that I really didn't think about for a couple of days, and then I finally thought about it and I was like, that's probably the one. So if you watched my video about wanting to sell the FZ09 to get a new bike, you know that I was between 2 different bikes. You know, I was between the DRZ 400 that I'm on right now, so obviously I got that one, and I was also between an Iron 883. Now that leads me to the first bike that I'm considering, which is the Iron 883. And the Iron 883 in general is just a bike that I really love the look of. Now with cruisers, basically my whole thought is not basically for performance. I don't care about having the fastest bike or the loudest bike or anything like that. I just want a bike that I'm going to be comfortable on and have fun riding. And I also want to have a bike that I like the looks of personally. Now with the Iron 83, I love the looks of that bike. It looks amazing to me. But the thing that I hated about it is that it's very uncomfortable for me with that stock seat. Now obviously I'm going to run this late. Now obviously you can get a different seat for your Iron. That guy's on a cruiser right now talking about cruisers. Like I was saying, the Iron 883 to me really isn't that comfortable of a motorcycle. I did get a chance to test ride it at a Harley dealership a little bit ago, and when I rode it I realized that for the seat of the bike it's just not for me. And now I obviously can get a different seat on the bike, but then that also leads me to the second problem that I have with the Iron 883, and it's the cost. For an 883cc bike, and now most of the bikes that you'll notice I'm going to talk about are around that 900cc range of cruisers, because that's just where I feel like I want to be right now for my motorcycling needs. So when I was looking into trading in my FZ09 and getting the Iron 883, when I went to the Harley dealership, they gave me the numbers, and basically they put the bike around $8,000. Now $8,000 for an Iron 883 is to me a lot of money, even with trading it in. Without trading in the bike, I think it was like $11,000. They quoted me like 10 something, 11 grand, which is just an a huge amount of money to be spending on a motorcycle. And that's a lot of money to be spending, especially when I don't even think it's the best Sportster that they offer. And it's not the only Sportster I've been considering either. The next bike I've been considering, also from Harley-Davidson, has been the Roadster. Now, I really love the way the Roadster looks because it also appeals to my like sport bike styling. And I really wanted to get one in the past. And I finally got a chance to actually sit on one at a Harley dealership when I was in Delaware one weekend. And I really like the way that bike feels. I like the way it looks. But once again, it's just so much in the price range that I don't really want to be spending for a motorcycle. Let's put it like this. Harley wanted around 12 something for that bike. And at a local dealership that I shouldn't say local, but at a dealership where I bought my FZ09 and my first 300, they have a Dyna Street Bob for about 10,700 bucks, which still is out of my price range right now for a bike that I want to buy, because that was a bike that I'd probably want to keep for the rest of my life. Right now I'm looking for a bike that I can just have for the purpose of basically commuting to work and then having fun just cruising around. But my around the town bike is going to be this bike. I love this bike right now, and it's just so fun to ride that whenever I get for a second bike, it's going to be something that I just use for the purpose of commuting and cruising. So that's why I've been considering two other bikes, really three, but I'm going to talk about two right now, and which one of the two that I'm pretty much considering. And those two bikes are the Yamaha Bolt and the Kawasaki Vulcan 900. So over the past couple of days, I've been giving a lot of thought to the Yamaha Bolt and the Kawasaki Vulcan. More so the Bolt. My girlfriend's been trying to push me to the Kawasaki Vulcan because she really likes the way the Vulcan looks, and especially in the green color, because that's her favorite color. Now, I don't care that much for the Vulcan's looks. I know you may be different than me and like the way the bike looks, but I don't really care for it. And I was watching a review of basically the Bolt, and I think the Bolt really checks off everything that I have on my list for bikes that I want. It has the power, because it's a 942cc, 950. It has the looks. It's able to be cruised on the highway, and ultimately I feel like I could just buy the bike and seamlessly just take it to work every day, come home, and just be happy with it. And that's exactly what I want it for. Recently, over the past couple of weeks, that's basically what I've decided, is just I'm going to get probably the Yamaha Bolt as my next motorcycle. Now, if you have a cruiser around the 900cc that I didn't mention so far, let me know. Now, obviously the Roadster isn't 900, it's 1200, but still, with a Harley, 1200 is different than a sport bike 1200, where it doesn't feel that powerful. I actually have a local dealership where they have a Yamaha Bolt actually for sale, and I went there and sat on it, and the bike's really comfortable, and they're selling it for basically $6,000. Now, $6,000 versus $10,000 is a very good deal for me personally versus the Iron 883, and especially with the money that I would have spent for the Iron that I'm saving, I can spend that on an exhaust for the bike, anything to make it basically the bike that I want it to be. But yeah, the bikes seem to change a lot in my mind from the day to day, but right now it's been locked on the Yamaha Bolt, and I've been leaning towards that, and I think that's what's going to be my next motorcycle. I gotta be careful about videos like this though, because the last time I made a video about my next motorcycle, I ended up buying that motorcycle the next day. So yeah, this is just a quick video about basically my thoughts on my next motorcycle. Probably within the next couple of weeks, you might see a video on the channel being titled, I bought a new motorcycle, and you'll probably know what it is. So anyway, if you guys like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to see more content in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna go home and enjoy the Super Bowl. Hope you guys have a good day. Peace.